One of the challenges we have when it comes to getting healthy is trying to decide or figuring out what it is that we need to do at that moment. Sometimes we just default to the things we've done before, or maybe, commonly look at somebody else. Oh, what did you do, to lose that weight? Just because weight loss is one of the things that's pretty common goal. But what you want to consider is this is first you want to understand that nobody gets into a condition that's undesirable intentionally. So just with that fact alone, it's probably something that you're not aware of. So it's something that you need to learn, something you need to understand, or even more importantly, something you need to become aware of. Because when you're using, say, a GPS and you're trying to decide, how to get back to a place that you want to get back to or to a place you want to get to, you first need to put in where you're at. And so you can't get direction unless you're honest about where you're at. I've heard one person say before that God can't help you from where you pretend to be. And they were saying, don't be fake when you go to God. Like, keep it real. For one, He's faithful. He's not a shaming God. If you're feeling shame, that's from the adversary. But you can't get help from where you pretend to be. Like, God is like, well, you need this, and you're trying to pretend like you have this and this. He's like, you don't have it. Let me give it to you. And then you can get what you need. And so when it comes to a pattern, that one of the things I've seen just over the past, 25 years of working in this area of fitness is that our mistakes are unintentional. Like, we don't know. I mean, you might say, yeah, I eat donuts, 3 times a week or whatever, or maybe every night, who knows? Yeah, I know I should be having this drink that often, but we really don't understand the impact. And so it's that knowledge of really understanding what it's doing to your body, and it's the awareness of what's actually taking place. Some individuals might say, for instance, I ask you, well, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, how would you rate your eating habits? And people would say 7. But when we go into the details, it's really like a negative 5 in regards to what the body. So what does that tell us? That you're not aware of the impact that your habits are having. You're not even aware of what your habits are. If I say, how many times do you work out, during a week? And I work out about 3 times a week. And then I say, well, how many times did you work out this week? I didn't get to the gym this week. But what about last week? Well, something happened, I didn't get there. What about the week before? No, well, it just wasn't. Okay. Well, the evidence is that you don't go to the gym as often as you think you do. And I'm not saying you got to go to the gym to get in shape. That's not the point. My point is that we need to have an awareness of where we're at and what our actual habits are before or in order to be able to accomplish your health goal. So you don't want to come and be fake, and being fake, it doesn't help. You can put on the outfits and you can, pretend to be, I'm gonna go do a Tough Mudder and all. And it's like, but you're not healthy. Like, playing basketball, doing that, it doesn't mean that you're healthy. What is healthy? Well, let's look at a few different things. Well, what is your awareness of what your body needs? Like, do you know the signs when you are low on B vitamins? Do you know the patterns that your body goes through as far as energy and why that's taking place? So many things we're not aware of. Do you know how much protein you should be taking in every day? Okay. Do you know when you need to take a break from eating? Do you know when you need to cycle? Like, do you know these things? This is not being condemning. I'm not condemning. It's giving you an example of the things that you want to be aware of, or to start to think about, oh, wow, this is what I want to be aware of. Why? Because the good news is that you can make those adjustments if you become aware of what's going on. And so instead of pretending that you can do this or you're into this, or ask the question, well, what is going on? And then take steps to assess and find that out. And that's where it's going to start. Get yourself a journal and journal for about a month. Journal for at least 2 weeks, or maybe at the least about 8 days, just so you can see or get an idea of what your patterns are. And then you'll have a better idea of what step you need to take first to make the most significant change, or to just get you catapulted in the right direction. You might say, oh, drinking water is a good thing, but you might be very well hydrated. Maybe that's not the thing that is in the way of you being able to obtain and live in the place of health that you need to. So take some time to assess. Get a journal, write down everything that you're eating, the time that you're eating. Write down how you feel about it. I was hungry, I wasn't hungry, or, oh, I'm so mad, I don't know why I'm mad right now. Whatever it is, because all of those things are connected. And then from there, reach out to someone that is able to help you. There's all sorts of groups that are on people with, unhealthy eating habits, maybe drinking. We have AA. But reach out to someone based on what you're able to do that's educated in that area, maybe a maybe a holistic doctor, or maybe a naturopathic doctor, or maybe a functional medicine doctor. Find a way to get some assistance, assess first, write those things down, and take that information and then take it to someone who could assist you. I do consultations as well, so you can take a look at my options and links down below if you want to get just some information about how your body might be responding or how to read some of those symptoms. I have the Nourish to Flourish download down below. You can get that, and that'll start to give you some information or some insight as to what your body's trying to communicate to you in the way of nutrients. Because so many illnesses or responses our body makes that cause us to have an alarm is because to be alarmed is because we have nutrient deficiencies. And it's very common. It's more common than you know, but it's a very simple fix if you can put it into your regular lifestyle, and the results are amazing. So yeah, reach out if you need to, find someone to help you, but start to journal and take those things down. Just like I said, 8 days, 2 weeks, whatever it might be, get some good information. It's not to beat yourself up to say, oh, I did so bad, and don't try to make it look a certain way. Write down what you actually do, and then from there you get such a much better understanding. Remember, the good news is that the body is going to work along with you when you supply it with what it needs. And it is amazing to feel better when you don't, when you felt bad at one time. Let me tell you, I can testify to that. So, all right, you all, just wanted to give you that tip. I hope it was helpful, and I'll talk to you all soon.